Today I'm going to teach you a simple technique backed by modern neuroscience that can change your life faster than you think. This is the kind of video you'll look back on in 5 or 10 years as the exact moment your transformation began. Napoleon Hill, author of the legendary personal development classic Think and Grow Rich, taught that the mind is the starting point of all achievement. Everything you have ever wanted, wealth, purpose, love, freedom, begins as a thought. Hill spent 20 years studying the most successful men of his era, and what he found again and again was this: the people who master their own minds are the ones who master their results. Today's technique uses that exact same principle, but explains it through the lens of modern brain science, so you can understand not just what works, but why it works. If you're watching this, it's probably because some part of your life doesn't yet reflect what you're capable of. Maybe it's your finances. Maybe it's your relationships, or the lack of one. Maybe it's your spiritual life, your emotional health, or your sense of direction. If something feels unfinished, it's because you haven't yet reached the results you're capable of creating. And that's not a flaw. According to Napoleon Hill's philosophy, that quiet dissatisfaction is actually a sign of ambition. The people who feel this pull towards something more are dreamers. People who sense, deep down, that life could hold far more than what they're currently experiencing, even if something invisible is still holding them back. If that's you, you're exactly where you need to be. By the end of this video, you'll have an extremely simple science-backed technique for real transformation, one that can produce visible results within your very first week. But I want to be honest with you. Simple doesn't mean easy. This technique is fast-acting, but it will challenge you, especially if you've spent a long time in inertia, comfort, or avoidance. The deeper the rut, the more this will test you, and the more it will reward you. So before we go any further, I need one thing from you: commitment. Let's make an agreement. In the comments, write, "Today I take control of my life." This isn't just a comment, it's a public declaration to yourself. You're telling your brain that starting today, you stop being a spectator in your own story and start becoming the author of your transformation. This mirrors one of Napoleon Hill's core teachings in Think and Grow Rich, the principle of autosuggestion. The idea that consciously repeated, emotionally charged statements reshape the subconscious mind and eventually your behavior. Now take a breath, open your mind. Pay close attention to the first lesson, because the transformation you're searching for doesn't begin when your circumstances change. It begins the instant you decide to change. Lesson 1: how your brain actually works. Since this technique is rooted in neuroscience, I want to walk you through some brain basics first, because we're going to use your brain's existing wiring in your favor rather than fighting against it. Napoleon Hill understood this dynamic decades before neuroscience had the vocabulary to describe it. In Think and Grow Rich, he wrote extensively about the power of thought, definiteness of purpose, and the discipline required to direct the mind toward a specific goal, what Hill called will and desire. Modern neuroscience now explains through measurable brain systems. Most people don't fail because they lack information about what they should be doing. They fail because the mental system that governs their daily actions hasn't been reprogrammed to serve their long-term goals. It's still wired for short-term comfort. According to neuroscience, your brain runs on two fundamental systems: the reward system, regulated largely by dopamine, which constantly seeks pleasure and stimulation; the threat system, which prioritizes safety and survival above everything else, and works tirelessly to help you avoid pain, discomfort, and risk. It's almost humbling to remember that underneath all of our ambition, we are still animals, driven by ancient survival circuitry. Recognizing this is actually the first step to mastering it. Every difficulty you've ever faced, every negative pattern in your life, ultimately traces back to choices, some made consciously, many made unconsciously, that were shaped by these two systems fighting for control. We do have a neocortex, the part of the brain responsible for reasoning, self-awareness, and long-term planning. But that reasoning brain is constantly negotiating with older, more primal circuitry. The reward system wants pleasure now. The threat system wants safety now. And behind every decision you make, from getting out of bed in the morning to postponing an important project, is a quiet negotiation between these two forces. This is why eating something indulgent is so much easier than sticking to a disciplined diet and workout plan. It's why lying on the couch on a Sunday feels effortless compared to sitting down and confronting your finances. This is simply how the untrained brain operates by default. Procrastination, comfort-seeking, and avoidance aren't moral failures. They're automatic behaviors wired into your neurology. The problem is that these automatic behaviors quietly sabotage your results over time, pulling you further and further away from the goals you claim to want. Deep down, we all know we should eat well, move our bodies, sleep properly, and take consistent action toward our financial goals. We know that without effort, without what Napoleon Hill called the habit of going the extra mile, no meaningful achievement is possible. And yet there's a constant internal tug of war. We intellectually understand what needs to be done, while our default mental programming keeps pulling us toward inaction. Comment below. I take control of my mind. By declaring this, you're choosing to stop being governed by impulse and start being guided by discipline, awareness, and choices that build the future you actually want. A future built through what Hill called definiteness of purpose. Lesson 2, the real science of dopamine. Fortunately, science offers us a way through this. Dopamine, contrary to popular belief, isn't just about instant pleasure. As neuroscientist Andrew Huberman has explained, dopamine is also deeply tied to effort. When you commit to doing something genuinely difficult, having an uncomfortable conversation, pushing through an intense workout, tackling a task you've been avoiding, your brain generates a more sustained, longer-lasting form of dopamine. This is the satisfaction of earned achievement, and it lasts far longer than the fleeting hit you get from a piece of candy or an hour lost scrolling social media. This is a stronger, more durable form of motivation. And when you learn to consistently access this type of dopamine, you stop needing constant small hits of stimulation just to feel okay. Napoleon Hill wrote that self-discipline is the price of every lasting achievement. Decades later, neuroscience is essentially proving him right. Every single time you choose effort over instant gratification, you are training your brain to find satisfaction in progress itself, not just in momentary pleasure. This is the neurological mechanism behind what Hill called persistence, one of the 13 core principles in Think and Grow Rich. On the other side of the equation is the threat system, which functions like an emergency brake. It exists to protect you from pain, physical, emotional, or social. Psychologist Naomi Eisenberger made a fascinating discovery. The brain processes physical pain and social pain using many of the same neural circuits. In other words, rejection, judgment, and criticism can genuinely hurt on a neurological level, almost like a physical wound. Because your brain is wired to avoid pain, if you've recently experienced rejection, criticism, or judgment, your threat system often locks up your ability to take action. In that state, you can't easily access effortful, growth-oriented dopamine, so your brain reaches instead for cheap, easy dopamine, sugar, short-form videos, mindless scrolling, procrastination. It feels good momentarily, but it creates a self-reinforcing loop that slowly erodes your capacity for meaningful action. But here's the encouraging part. When you consciously choose to break that loop, when you act despite discomfort, facing what's hard with courage, you are literally building durable motivation and a lasting sense of well-being at the neurological level. Researchers Kent Berridge and Terry Robinson, two leading names in the study of motivation, have shown that pleasure and motivation are not the same brain process. It's specifically effort-driven dopamine, not pleasure-driven dopamine, that sustains real, lasting change. This is the neurological backbone of the persistence and willpower that Napoleon Hill described in Think and Grow Rich nearly a century ago. Comment: I choose the effort that transforms me. By declaring this, you're choosing discipline over instant gratification because you understand that real reward is born from the courage to act, especially when it's difficult. Lesson 3, the Hedonic Reversal Technique. Out of this research comes an extremely powerful strategy for breaking the procrastination cycle and reprogramming your brain for consistent action. I call it the Hedonic Reversal Technique. Hedonic reversal is the deliberate act of starting your day with the task you'd normally avoid, the uncomfortable one. This could be tidying your home, reviewing your finances, taking a cold shower, exercising, or finally answering that important email you've been putting off for days. Napoleon Hill wrote that self-discipline begins with mastery of the mind, and there is hardly a better training ground for that mastery than winning your first internal battle of the day, before the outside world even has a chance to compete for your attention. When you start your day this way, you interrupt the automatic threat avoidance circuit within the first hours of waking. Instead of drifting toward comfort, your brain is forced to face a real challenge head-on. This creates a powerful emotional and chemical contrast. Counterintuitively, that initial discomfort triggers a healthier, longer-lasting release of dopamine, which completely reorganizes your reward system for the rest of the day. Once you face the hardest part of your day first thing in the morning, everything afterward feels lighter by comparison. More importantly, your brain registers that you are in control, not your impulses. And when your brain feels in control, it responds with sharper focus, greater clarity, and sustained motivation throughout the day. You enter a state of consistent, self-directed action without needing caffeine, without procrastinating, and without relying on small, empty pleasures just to get through the day. You've already built a neurological foundation of self-mastery before most people have even had their morning coffee. This is how you reprogram your mental system, not by fighting it, but by working with it strategically. Hedonic reversal is a simple mental shift, but it has the power to transform your energy, your self-image, and your productivity. Notice how many highly successful people build this reset into their mornings, waking earlier than their body wants to, exercising first thing, taking cold showers, or tackling their hardest task before anything else. Any sufficiently challenging action can reset the threat system and produce lasting dopamine for the entire day. This single shift is remarkably powerful because it eliminates distraction, procrastination, and unnecessary suffering throughout your day. Many people also find this approach genuinely helpful alongside professional support for anxiety and low mood, since it rebuilds a felt sense of agency. Comment: I conquer the hard thing first. By declaring this, you're committing to take control of your mind from the very start of your day, strengthening your discipline and training your brain to choose growth over comfort. Lesson 4, your step-by-step action plan. Now let's put this into practice because knowledge without action changes absolutely nothing. Napoleon Hill said that knowledge only becomes valuable once it's organized into a definite plan and put into immediate action. Knowing what to do transforms no one. Doing it does. Step 1, choose one uncomfortable task, something safe and realistic, but genuinely challenging. This could be building your monthly budget, working out, taking a cold shower, starting a project you've been putting off, organizing a cluttered space, or meditating for 20 minutes. It has to be something new, something you currently avoid, not something already part of your routine. Step 2. Make this the very first action of your day, immediately after waking. No negotiating with yourself. It has to happen early. Step 3. Notice the ripple effect on the decisions that follow. You'll likely find yourself acting with far more intention and purpose throughout the day. Step 4. Keep a journal for the next 7 days. Track how your energy, mood, and decision-making shift. Write down everything positive you notice and connect it back to that first action of the day. This is designed as a 7-day challenge. For 7 days, you begin each morning with the task you've been avoiding the most uncomfortable, most inconvenient thing on your list. Here's my honest advice. Don't just watch this video and nod along, only to let your threat system quietly block you from ever acting on it. Right now, write down exactly what you'll do each day and set an alarm at least 1 hour earlier than your usual wake-up time. Yes, I did warn you it would be challenging. Comment, I accept the 7-day challenge. By declaring this, you're committing to face discomfort daily and prove to your own mind that you are the one steering your life, not your impulses. Here's what most people misunderstand about motivation. It doesn't arrive spontaneously, out of nowhere. Your life doesn't change the moment you finally feel motivated. It changes the moment you act without feeling motivated. That's where real transformation happens. The mental alchemy Napoleon Hill described throughout Think and Grow Rich. Many people watching this video will look back on this exact moment as the day they decided to take control of their own mind. And if someone you love is currently stuck in procrastination, anxiety, or their own comfort zone, share this video with them. Sometimes a single decision changes an entire life, and a single message can be the beginning of that decision. If this resonated with you, subscribe and turn on notifications. Every few days, I publish content that blends neuroscience, personal development, and the timeless principles from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, all designed to help you build a stronger, more disciplined mind, one prepared to prosper. And never forget this truth. You don't become what you wish for. You become what you practice every single day. See you in the next video.